Hi everyone, my name is Danielle Bingham, and I'm going to be looking at the organizational behavior, especially in the group process. What is organizational behavior? The study of organizational behavior includes those aspects of the behavior sciences that focus on the understanding of human behavior in organizations. The factors that affect organizational behavior are people, structure, technology, and environment. When working with companies, people are what make up the organization. They are the staff, managers, and other personnel connecting to the business. Managers must make sure all the people are on the same page. Without this, there might be lots of conflict. Structure is defined as the formal relationship and use of people in the organization. Without structure within the organization, they would be unsuccessful within. Thirdly, technology, with the help of all of the technology advancements, it gives employees of all levels a greater opportunity to do better work. And the last structure that affects organizational behavior is environment. Organizations are ran by environments, internal and external. Internal environments is the organization, whereas the external is consisted of a larger outside groups such as family, government, and other organizations. Because all of these aspects affect organizations, it will affect behavior within groups. Organizational behavior is often observed when in group settings. The theory and concept I'm going to be examining is the group process, formed by Mary Parker Follett. I used our textbook Mastering Public Administration by Brian Fry to help me better understand what the group process really was. The group itself is a cohesive and coherent entity whose process can lead to changes in individual ideas and actions that produce mutual compatibility and harmony among its members. Thus, the potential for social unity lies in the group process, which involves an intermingling of differences and emergence of the composite of ideas representing what is best for all. Mary Parker Follett, the woman who formed the idea of group process, believed the core of the group process is creating. Her central concern is the processes by which groups can create something that individuals working separately could not have created. Mary Parker Follett lived 1868 to 1933. She was born on September 3rd in 1868 in Quincy, Massachusetts. She graduated from the Thayer Academy in Braintree, Massachusetts in 1884 when she was only 15 years old. In 1888, Follett started her college education at Radcliffe College and later at Cambridge University from 1890 to 1891. She later returned to Radcliffe College where she graduated in 1898 at the age of 29 in the fields of human relations, democratic organization, and management. Mary Follett focused her study on the study of group relationships and how individuals act within the group settings. Follett worked hard to prove the importance group processes have. Also, individuals achieve their true expression in group relationships, wherein individual activities realize increased rage and enhanced significance. When in groups, individuals will experience conflict. However, Follett's theory does not see conflict as either negative or positive, but as a tool to produce harmony, not simply victory or accommodation. A concept that guides Follett's group process is called the doctrine of wholes. Follett's doctrine of wholes maintains that the whole cannot be understood by the analysis of its constituent parts. The whole is a dynamic entity produced by human interaction in which the interests of the whole are the interests of individuals in social relationship. Interests of individuals in social relationships are domination, compromise, and integration. According to Fry, domination encompasses coercion, persuasion, imitation, and voluntary submission, and inherently flawed because it ends in the victory of one side of a dispute. As we all have experienced, when only one side wins a dispute, the other side can be left upset, causing the losing side to become non-cooperative within the group. Compromise, according to Follett, rests on the principle of reciprocal abandonments and the false assumption that by some system of magic, subtraction, that is, each party yielding something, may somehow become a process of addition. Compromise might be a strategy that works temporarily for the time being and can make each side happy and left feeling that their needs are met. However, it is not the right choice for the business. Integration is the way Follett would prefer to resolve issues, by bringing together two good ideas. Even though when the two groups are bringing their two good ideas, it might not be resolved without conflict. Just like Mary Parker Follett's quote, "All polishing is done by friction," the conflict can be worked out to become something great. This chart shows cohesiveness within the group and the factors that make it successful. When groups are integrating ideas, they need to be cohesive, which means they have a high connection with the other members of the group. This chart shows factors can improve the cohesiveness. Cohesiveness plays a large role in Follett's idea of the group process and organizational behavior. How we all act in a group setting is very important and can determine how successful we can be in an organization. The factors that make a high connection in the group are similarity of attitudes, values, size of the group, time, location, status, difficulty in entry, interdependency, management behavior, member turnover, threat, previous successes, and cooperation. A great example of all three of the group process decision-making components, domination, compromise, and integration, in a current public administration organization would be the military. Domination is used more often than not with the upper chain of command towards the lower class. Compromise is used when distributing the qualified personnel and equipment when working out details for putting together the logistics for missions. And lastly, integration is coming together with different nations to conquer a mission together. Like Mary Parker Follett said, there are three ways of dealing with difference: domination, compromise, and integration. By domination, only one side gets what it wants. By compromise, neither side gets what it wants. By integration, we find a way by which both sides may get what they wish. When in group settings, what best worked for you? Was it domination, compromise, or integration? In my experience, integration seems to be the best way to work towards different goals within group settings. Everybody comes together and explains why they believe they have the best ideas. And with that, new ideas are formed and the company can grow. But there does come concerns with the group process as well. Concerns with the group process. Difference in expressed through varying perspectives, preferences, understanding, experience, and ideas. Follett noted that these differences can create conflicts and disharmony, which can make living together difficult, thus lessening social process if handled poorly. Working out conflicts can bring a lot of tension. However, after the conflict is worked out through compromise, both parties will feel like their voices have been heard. And depending on the process an individual uses when in a group can either drive people away or bring them closer together. Working in a group can be difficult, but can bring out many different individual aspects that can make a staff member into a manager. Group processes also gives people opportunities to better understand different organizational behavior each group displays. There will always be concerns when working in groups because of its constant changing factors. However, without working out conflicts and concerns, groups will not be at their full potential and display their best organizational behavior. And that wraps up my organizational behavior and the group process project. I hope you enjoyed and thank you very much for your time.